This week on Country Music Junkies, I'm so pleased to be joined by Andie Duquette. Now, Andie, you just told me you were calling me from Switzerland. That's got to be pretty cool. Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Well, it's such a pleasure. Thank you.
What are you doing in Switzerland? You told me offline, but can you tell our listeners what you've been doing over there?
Yeah, sure. I actually got here November 1st, so it's been a while now, and we were doing a 63 shows tour all over the German part of Switzerland, promoting English in high schools. So it's a really cool gig that we got.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. So now let's kind of go back a little bit and talk about your start in the music industry and what kind of made you want to do this as a career.
Well, I actually started pretty young. I started when I was 5 years old, and I was singing all the French songs in the Canadian Sesame Street. So that's pretty much how it all started. And then I started doing commercials and more like acting and everything. And later on, I got on The Voice here in Quebec, and this is how it pretty much all started. Yeah.
There you go. So for listeners who maybe aren't familiar with your music, your style, your sound, that kind of thing, can you maybe talk to me a little bit about that and how you would describe it?
Yeah, sure. I actually come from more of a rock background, and my country influences really come from like the 90s. Like I'm like a 90s chick. Like I would say like Shania Twain, Sheryl Crow, that type of vibe. That's really what I'm into.
Right.
And so coming from a rock background, it definitely shows on my new record. And it was so much fun working with Tino Ito. He really grabbed everything that I was about, So it's all about my influences. So it's pretty different, I would say. I'm more like on the heavy country type of music, but it's more country rock, so it's really cool. It's all about live gigs for me. All about live gigs.
And maybe talk to me now a little bit about, what can fans expect from a live show from you?
It's always my favorite part of, like, when I'm in the studio, it's just like, I know I have to do this part so I can get on stage, but it's really all about fun, and we're really into making a huge party. Like, we like having people's fists up in the air and just like singing and dancing with us. So we play all kinds of stuff from AC/DC to Shania Twain. So it's really cool.
Excellent. That is super, super cool, and I imagine it would be quite a fun show. I've not seen you play live, but I would imagine it'd be a lot of fun to check you out. Now, talk to me a little bit about some of your music and what fans can check out online of your music right now.
Well, I'm pretty like everywhere on every social media, every platform that there is. So the album is out in stores, but also on Spotify, Amazon, whatever. And all of the album is there, and it's really interesting because there are lots of different subjects, but it's not like a heavy album. It's all about fun. There are some pretty like intense subjects, of course.
Yeah.
But we always approach it in a kind of a positive way instead of like making it dark. So I think it's pretty much for everyone. Like every age group could listen to it and find something they like. And we also have like a Joan Jett cover on the album, so it's for the 80s rockers down there.
There you go. It sounds like quite an eclectic mix, which is really cool. If fans want to check you out online, where's the best place for them to go?
Well, I'm pretty everywhere, so just Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And even if people write to me, I always answer. It's really important for me to have like a good relation with fans. So I'm pretty much everywhere, and it's always Andie Duquette, all in one word, and you can find me everywhere.
Perfect. Well, we'll be sure to include links to your social media and where to find you online when we post this interview. Andie, it's been such a pleasure getting to know you a little bit, and really appreciate you sharing your stories with us.
Thank you so much for taking the time today.